halfway there. That's pretty cool. I'm 20 weeks. So I'm actually over halfway there because I'm going to deliver at 37 weeks. So I only have 17 more weeks to go. So I've made it over halfway through my pregnancy. Hey guys, it's me, Gimpys Gal. Welcome back to another Gimpys Gal Guesses. I don't know what I was just pausing to say. That was really dumb. Anyways, hello. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you like these videos, subscribe, hit the like button, you know, all that boring mumbo jumbo. So this is a space game. It just came in, I believe, yesterday. And Gimpy was like, you have to guess this one because I really want you to play it with me. I think that you and Bradley, who is our oldest son, would really enjoy this game. So I'm kind of excited and interested to see what it's all about because he was very convinced that we would enjoy this. So let's see. So I don't like it when it's still shrink wrapped, even though for you, you know that I haven't touched it. But for me, it makes it hard to get it started. There we go. All right, so it's by Academy Games. So this is from our good friend Uva at Academy Games. We met him a couple years ago at the WBC. Really cool guy. And he sent this to Gimpy. So it's called One Small Step. And again, it's by Academy Games. So here is the front of it. So space obviously is the theme here. I think the last one was space. So a lot of space stuff going on. Maybe it's a sign that we need to leave this planet. We've already like destroyed this enough with everything going on. Like, let's just leave and start over. So maybe that's what all these space games are trying to tell us. But One Small Step, the design is by James Dumond. Again, Academy Games, and I love the front of it. It's the moon landing. We have the astronaut with the American flag. We have the moon lander. That is the front of the box. It's like a matte box. I love when the boxes are like matte. I don't know, it just feels really better. Like, really, it feels nice. And all of the sides have little like satellites and different pictures on them. So all sides are covered in some form of artwork. This is the back. We have, looks like an example of gameplay. We have a shuttle launch over here, some dice down here. So it does say, have fun learning about the space race, perfect for a U.S. history curriculum in the classroom and homeschool, which is like music to my ears because I homeschool. So that's amazing. It is for 2 to 4 players, so not a solitaire, for 12 and up. And the average game play is 60 to 90 minutes. I do not see contents on the back of it, but we'll open it up and take a peek. But that is the back of the box. And let's get into it. All right. So we have, let's see if we can start it. Sometimes it's easier to just do it this way. Yep. Okay, so we have a little divider in the box, and then we have some dice, some little cute meeples who look like, yeah, meeples, maybe Martians I was about to say, but I think they're meeples. We have 2 little packs of cards here. We have these 2 sequence of play card, player aid looking things. We'll look at those in a second. And then we have a game board, which I'm gonna open. We'll just do the rest of it on top of the game board here. So here's the game board. I know you can't see all of it in there, but so what we have is, hopefully you can see it. Let me move this out of the way. So we have, let's put this right here for a second. We have like the planet, and I think he might have cheated a little bit and told me that it was a worker placement. So that's what this looks like, is worker placement up here. That's what this is giving me the vibes of. This is some type of tracker. Looks like the points go around the edge, and then there's places for different cards to go. And then looks like you're traveling to the moon ultimately. See how it kind of goes and circles around to the moon here. So that is the board. It is one side, but pretty cool looking board. We have Earth, we have the moon, and we have all this space. And then it looks like it's like worker placement, but you're like building something, because looks like there's pieces over here. I think he said that it's like worker placement mixed with like a shipbuilding. So he kind of cheated a little bit, but we don't know all the nuances of it yet. So here is this the rule book? Yeah, this is just like, I always forget the name of these kinds of things. It's like, I still can't think of it. It's like an advertisement type of thing. So like an ad, but has other games on here from Academy Games if interested. So I'm just going to pop that back in the box. Then the rule book, which is full color, and it is 27 pages. So there is a symbol reference on the back by color family, which is cool. That's at the front, the same as the box. And then we'll just kind of flip through it. We have a table of contents, game overview, how to use the rule book. That's cool. I've never seen that before, how to use the rule book. So if you're like me and so dumb when it comes to games, like it even tells you how to read the rule book. So that's cool. Credits, and then we have setup. So, typical, what you would expect from a rule book. It explains how you play the game. Defeats the purpose of Gimpys Gal guesses, but definitely helps you out when you're looking to play. So I can tell you already, just from what I've seen, I think I would definitely play this game. So Gimpy will probably be very happy to hear that, because he said he thought I would enjoy it and he needed my help with it. So it looks like something I would actually be into. So that's the rule book. I'll just stick this over to the side here. And then we have an advanced summary sheet. We have 2 of these that look the same. So maybe for each player, yeah, and then there's a back beginner summary sheet. That's the back, or that's one side, and this is the other side. There's 2 of these sheets. I don't know what exactly this is telling us, but it looks like a flow chart kind of thing. So like if you get this is what you get to do. If you gather these pieces, this is what you get to do. So it's like building a ship. This is what you need to make this upgrade, or to make this happen on your ship, or make it go this fast, or whatever. This tells you what you need to do on the worker placement part of it, or I don't know what this would be called if it's not worker placement, but the like materials placement, I guess. I don't know. Where you would go to gather the supplies to build your ship is my guess. And this is what helps you know what you need to build the ship you want to build. So that's my guess. Again, this is a guess. All I know is he said it's worker placement mixed with like a shipbuilding game, and that I would like it. That's all I said. So the rest of this is a guess, but there are 2 of these. I think they're just kind of like player aid to help move the game along and help you in your shipbuilding process. This is this the same as these? So it looks like it's another one of these, but a little bit different. So maybe this is something you can add on to it to have more options or more places to go. So maybe if you have 2 players, you use this. If there's 4 players, then maybe you get double. Just a guess, but that's what I'm thinking, because it looks very similar to this materials / worker placement section of the game board. And then we have counters. 1, 2, 3 sheets of counters. Not too bad. We do have some American flags with like rockets and the earth with like a satellite going around it. We have, I don't know if that's supposed to be money. And then we have these symbols, which kind of go along with symbols we've seen on other things in the game. I just don't know what they mean at the moment. But yeah, so there's like little people, money stacks. And then the back looks like this. So when the back looks like all the same like these do, it gives me the vibe that these are going to be face down, so you don't know what you get when you pull it. That's what I would assume when it looks like that. So that would be, we've had this argument before, not argument, but I've proposed this question before. So if you're new, maybe you can weigh down in the comments below on your opinion on this. But if you have a card or counters, so they say like face down, so that would be, this is the face of the card, so face down. But is this the top of the card? Is this the bottom? Is this the back of the card? Oops, I punched out a counter. But like, how would you know what I mean? Like, I want to say top and bottom, not like front and back or face and butt. So I don't know what you would say, but this is the side of the counter you would look at. So this would be the face of it, I guess. So here's counter sheet 1. Counter sheet 2 looks like some like you've planted the flag on the moon or you've discovered something. That's what these little counters here look like. We have some like chemistry looking, nuclear looking things over here. Just some more different symbols that have no meaning to me right now. We have flames, looks like a building of some sort, parachute, like our supplies, people. And then that's the face side of the counter, and then this would be the side that you look at. So they just, again, you can see how they're all uniform. So again, that gives me the vibe, and from what I've seen on the board and on the cards, that these would be face down so you would not know what you were getting. Just a guess. Last sheet of counters looks like this. There's different colors on this one. We have blue, and then a lot of the same symbols. There's the face side, and then there's the side you'd be looking at. So this is like some health ones here. I haven't seen those on any of the other sheets. But yeah, those were the counters. And then we have dice, meeples, these two things, and then two things of cards. So let's look at this first. So this is the sequence of play thing. I'm assuming each player or each side would get this. It said it could be 2 to 4 players, so I'm guessing 2 would play as American, 2 would play as whatever that flag symbol is. But yeah, it looks like it has a place for like maybe cards or something to go here in these little slots. But it just says sequence of play, countdown, replenish, draw 2 cards, workers, personnel, play cards, and launch. And they both have the same sequence, and they just look a little different based on, I guess, which side you're on. You have T-2, T-1, and then launch. A place to put workers. You have an agency, which is what this little slot holds, a satellite slot and a crew slot. Yeah, that's what these are. So these would be for each side. Again, it said 2 to 4 players. There's only 2 of these. So I guess 2, you can only play 2 sides. Like there's only 2 sides to choose from. So you and a partner are going to play as the Americans and 2 other people can play as the other side. But these are just some player aid looking things that will help organize your stuff for the game. And then we have dice. So we have 3 dice, not very many dice. And there's a brown, a gray, and a red. This one has like a heart, a parachute, a rocket on it. Looks like this. This one has like people and money, people and that symbol, and then like just money and just that symbol on it. But that is the gray dice. And then the red dice has a paper airplane, which I know that's not what it is, but that's what it looks like. A paper airplane, a flame, like a building looking thing. And yeah, just more of those. So those are the 3 dice. They definitely match up with symbols I've seen on the counters or on this board over here. So it's all kind of coming together, just not the details of how it all comes together. Then we have these 2 adorable packs of meeples, which are my fave. I have a shirt that says We the Meeple because Gimpy knows how much I love games with meeples, so he had to give me that shirt. But these, I'm just going to kind of keep them separate, but we'll look at them. Not very many meeples. So we have, there's those 2 for the red and for the blue. Hopefully you can see those guys there. And then we have the same thing, another pair of those. So we have these 4 meeples, or 8 meeples. So I guess, yeah, so since there's 4 blue and 4 red, that means if it is 4 players, I'm assuming you each get, 4 people would be on the blue side and 4 people would be on the red side, and you each get 2 of these, is my guess. And then there are 2 red cubes and 2 blue cubes. So these are the meeple situation we have going on in this. It looks like a scientist or something of some sort, and then maybe this one is the astronaut, or like the Houston, we have a problem, like those people that work at like headquarters or whatever it would be called. But yeah, that is that. So we will just put, I'm just gonna put all the red together and then the blue together. That'll make it simple. So there's the meeples and the little cubes. So yeah, it can't be worker placement because there are not a lot of workers. I mean, if you only have 2 or even 4, that's gonna be a long game. But I don't know. I could be missing something very important because I don't read the rules. That's Gimpy's job. And I have to peel this off again. This is gonna take a minute. Awkward, uncomfortable silence. Come on. Why do they have to be so hard to get off? Seriously? Okay, finally. Okay. All right. So there's one little baby pile of cards that look like this. And then a big daddy pile of cards. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know you want to. There we go. Okay. Finally. Well, not finally. That one didn't take that long at all. All right. And then we have this larger pile of cards, which looks like it splits into two. So we have this deck, and is this one all the same? Nope. And this one looks like it splits into two as well. So there is this one and this one. Hopefully they're in frame. But those are the cards. So we'll look at this little pile first. This one says like hard worker, sabotage, espionage, national hero, rapid development, resourceful. These are like, it says gain 3 VP if you have initiative at the beginning of this phase. So this must be part of, it said on here, there's different phases or for the sequence of play. So maybe for one of those steps in the sequence of play, you have to draw one of these. And they have different, you know, like event type of things on it. So like overtime, one of your personnel cards may be paid for and used twice. So it's just like different things that will help or hinder you or someone else in the game, I'm guessing. But it looks like, yeah, it says, like this one says phase 6, phase 5, phase 4, 3, phase 1, any phase, yeah, phase 7. So there are phase numbers on the bottom. So I guess that's when you can use it. But yeah, these are like, I would assume you draw maybe one of these at the beginning of each turn, or when you reach a certain point in the sequence, you draw one of these. That's my guess. This pile looks like bungled opportunity, bad press, one less reward. So these are like more negative. Data intercepted, defective materials, increased cost. So yeah, these are like negative effects on the game. And based on that symbol, we should know that that's what that is. But I'm guessing you draw these at some point during the sequence of play as well. We've played games before where you have to draw like every time a turn is over and you're going to the next turn, like the start of the turn, you would draw one of these and one of these, and those are applied to that turn. Don't know if that's 100% how this is played, but that's what it's making me think of. Then we'll go to this deck, which has like little rocket guys with the American flag on the back. Oh, there's different ones. So let me separate these out. So there are some that have like the American flag on it, some that have that flag, which I think is the Soviets. I don't know why I'm guessing that, but so there's those. And then we have the little Earth symbol with like the satellite going around it. Are there any others? Okay, no. So there's actually two there. There's actually two of these, two types of cards. So this rocket one has cute little puppy dogs. We have animal flight, orbital with like real pictures on it, which is cool. Eva from Wally, docking, lunar orbit, lunar landing, animal flight, orbital, Eva, yeah, so more of the same. So this, like at the bottom, it says NASA achieved the first manned lunar orbit mission with Apollo 8 in December 1968. So it's like a description of like the picture that's on the card. It kind of tells you where that came from, which is cool. So it's like a real picture, and this tells you where that came from. As far as what the card itself means, I don't know, but they're specific for each side. I'm guessing you draw these, or maybe at some point in the game, you're going to draw these. Obviously, they're cards. That's what you do with cards, but I don't know. Those are throwing me for a loop a little bit. Then we have the little satellite moving around the Earth cards, which look kind of similar. So we have like airspeed record, altitude record. So these are like accomplishments maybe. So maybe if you do certain things. So all right, let me take another stab at this because this is starting to give me vibes of another game we played, which I can't remember the name of. I think it was called Power Grid, maybe. But anyway, these look like cards that you can earn extra points, like when you're tallying up like your victory points, because I'm guessing that's what this is for, victory points. If you do the thing on the card, you get that record or that reward. So that's kind of what it's giving me the vibes at, like Luna 2, Ranger 7, yeah. So these are like achievement type cards maybe, or something along those lines. I don't know if that's what they'd be called, but that's what they give me the vibe of. And are all of these the same before I thumb through them all? Yes, so they all are green stars. And they have, are these all people? No, but we have some people. We have Yuri, John, Allen. Then we have like a PR tour, documentary, a booster testing, satellite testing, another person. Yeah. So these are like different events or things that would happen in the game. Different things. Maybe these are the ships you build. Maybe these are the people you can maybe become this astronaut if you do certain things in the game. But yeah, there's definitely these symbols that match the stuff on the board on all of these cards, which would tell me that whatever this card is, this is what you need to do to achieve or to unlock or to do whatever the card is. So whether these are event or action or item cards or a mix thereof, I'm not super clear on, but I do think I'm right when I say that you have to complete whatever's down here in order to accomplish or unlock whatever the card is for. So that's all of the pieces of this game. So now we try to figure out the specifics of it. And really, I don't think I have to say much more. I kind of have already explained my guess of how this game is played. And that is that it's a game where you are trying to build a ship to get you to space and accomplish whatever you need to accomplish before the other side does. Now, again, what you can accomplish or what exactly if your goal is just to build a ship and launch it, kind of like that zombie game Nate and I played back last year where you had to build a corpse. And the point of the game was to build the corpse and then turn the switch to bring it to life. So if this is similar in the respect of you're trying to build your ship, have it functional, and then launch it, and launching it is the ultimate goal, or if there's something outside of launching it that is another goal. Like if you launch it, but then you can make it all the way to the moon or something. I don't know. I can't guess what the end goal is. I would guess the moon because that's where it seems to end. If you look, seems to end at the moon. So my guess is you're trying to build a ship to get you to the moon before the other team does. And there's things that can happen at the start or end of each turn that can affect whether or not you make it. So let me get this stuff put back in somewhat neatly. Since I took the cards out of there, wrapping it, it's a little harder, but we can do it. So yeah, that was one small step. I do really like the name of it. I think it is a very cool name because it is so like space. When you hear that, you cannot think of anything except for a space exploration. So that's really cool. Let me get this in here. So that's, I don't know, I like it. I really get why he said that he thought I would enjoy this because just from what I saw in unboxing it and going through it, I definitely know, I'm not guessing this part, I will be playing this because it's definitely some type of worker placement / shipbuilding game or a combination thereof. And that is my favorite type of game. So good job, Academy Games. I think Gimpy said this is not their usual. Maybe this is a little different. I can't remember if it was this game or something else that he was talking about when he said that. Who knows? Because he talks about so many games and my brain is horrible because I'm pregnant and his brain, his memory is just not what it used to be. So between the two of us, we get things crossed and mishear things a lot. So I could have misheard him. But I think we've played a game from Academy Games before that was a worker placement. I cannot think of the name of it, but it was to do with like evolving and spreading your species across the planet, but I can't remember what the name of it was. And I'm pretty sure that was an Academy Games game, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. So if this is anything at all like that, only completely different because it's space and you're building a ship instead of just placing things, I know we will enjoy it. And my son might be a little bit too young to play this with us, but he might enjoy watching it for like 5 minutes and then he'll get bored and move on. But space is definitely up his alley. And when he's a little bit older, I bet we could all play this and it would be so much fun. So I look forward to trying this with him. And hopefully there will be a video of some sort to show you guys that because I really do love these kinds of games. It's just finding the time to sit down and play them is hard for me, because by the end of the day, when I've been teaching my son, because he's the only one that I'm homeschooling right now, I try with my daughter, but she's 3 and it's really hit or miss on if she's going to do anything that day or not. So most of the time it's just my son I'm teaching. But by the time I teach him and then just doing mom and wife things the rest of the day, by the time bedtime rolls around, I'm ready to be alone in a dark corner and don't talk to me, because I haven't even been able to use the restroom without fingers coming under the door or mommy, 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 mommy. So it's hard for me to find time, because unfortunately my top pick of a hobby has never been gaming, but I do go through phases where games like this will get my attention and get me wanting to play. And I do feel like that with this. Like, I feel like I want to tell him tomorrow night we're going to play this, because that's how good it looks to me. And I'm not just saying that, like, it really does look like something I would thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy. So be on the lookout. If I was correct in my guess, you will see a video of Gimpy and I playing this. If I was wrong, you're probably still going to see a video of me and him playing this, because he said he needed my help anyway, and I'm always happy to help him. Don't forget, happy belated Veterans Day for any of you guys out there who are veterans. Yesterday was November 11th, and it was Veterans Day. We attended a home ceremony. For those of you that don't know, my husband is a wounded Marine. He was wounded in combat, and we got gifted a home. Yes, a home by Operation Coming Home a few years back. And they do 2 a year. And on Veterans Day, so yesterday, they actually awarded one to a widow who unfortunately her husband passed away a year ago. It was so heartbreaking, but it was a really beautiful, touching ceremony. This house is a huge blessing to anyone who receives it, and it can carry on her husband's honor. So happy Veterans Day. Thank you to all of you who have served our country. We appreciate you every single day. You're never lost on us on what your sacrifice means for this great country. So happy Veterans Day is number 1. Happy Marine Corps birthday is number 2, because the 10th is the Marine Corps birthday. I think it was the 200 and... I don't want to say a number. It was something 6th, 76th, 46th, 56th, somewhere in that range of the Marine Corps birthday. So happy birthday to Marines. Thank you to all of our veterans. And Saturday is Gimpy's birthday. November 14th is Gimpy's birthday. So be sure to pop on and comment happy birthday on one of his videos so he knows that you guys are thinking of him. And yeah, that's all I'm going to blab about tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed One Small Step by Academy Games. I cannot wait to try this with him. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Okay, hun. Yes. This is on video, so you have proof of me saying this, but I want to play this with you, and I will play this with you. So that is my vow to you. Love you. Mwah.